Two for Chirping with Jalen Smereck.
How we doing, man?
What's going on, buddy?
Nothing.
I can't believe we got you to do this.
Yeah, I know. I've been waiting for a long time, actually. It wasn't my fault. It was your fault.
It is.
I've been waiting for about 3 months, man.
This podcast is called Two for Chirping, and it probably makes sense because you are one of the biggest chirpers on the team. At least I feel the wrath. I don't even know if they're in shot right now, but I know if I sit like this, my shoes
Get
are gonna
those
be in
flippers
shot.
out of here, man. Size 14.
They're 13s, but they're a little big for me. And you pointed that out. I think if I wear like one of those like thick double thermal socks, it's a good fit. But
or two Nike socks, you know?
yeah, just two of the big white tube socks.
Then you tie them really tight at the top. That's bad.
My problem is I can't. Well, yeah, I know. You pointed out to me, and so the one day I got home, and as you can expect, I'm like kind of teary eyed. I'm a little emotional. Because you had made me feel insecure about my shoes. So I'm
not a chance, bud.
I'm sitting there, and I'm like, all right, I gotta really make sure these are good. But I can't. The only knot I know how to tie is bunny ears.
Bunny ears,
which is
my kids can tie regular, man. Bunny ears, really?
Dude, I tried it when I was a kid at 5 years old. My dad's yelling at me and shit. He's mad at me.
You don't like these though, eh?
No, absolutely not.
Hey, fans, let us know if you guys like the Crocs or the Vans. Which one's a better flipper?
This is ridiculous.
Look at the style points on these Crocs.
This is a joke shoe right now. Okay.
Come on.
Braden wants to chime in. No, Braden doesn't want to chime in. Braden's our producer as always, everybody. Braden, say hi to the people real quick.
Hola, everyone.
Okay. Braden's got the Under Armour gym shoes on as well.
Yeah, they're pretty dad-like. But
they are, yeah. He walks around with his suit on with the Under Armour shoes on. It's a little weird, a little different look.
Hold on, don't throw me out.
I'm sorry.
Like that. Just pre-game, I mean, why would I wear dress shoes pre-game running everything around when I can wear my gym shoes,
Yeah. Look at that. My boy B's one-upping you, bud. See you later.
I'll tell you what, I want to do a hard cut right now. We're not going to, but I actually think the dress shoes I brought today you'll find most satisfying in comparison to the other ones I wear.
They better be good, man.
They're good. They're I think it's called a Florsheim.
I don't know what that is, bro.
It's a really nice brown color, but it's much, much better than the other brown ones that you get me for. Those have to get thrown away. I know.
Awesome.
The brownish, off yellow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to see those anymore.
No, every time I walk into the locker room or I go downstairs and I know I'm wearing them, I'm like, I got to be careful.
Yeah. Just, hey, I'm not in there tonight, so you'll have time.
I'm safe. It's a safe space.
Yep. It'll be good.
You are in the midst. I don't even want to go into it, but you're serving a 2-game suspension. It's fine. You're going to get a chance to rest the body.
2 for chirping, eh?
2 for chirping, yeah.
2 for chirping.
2 games for chirping. So that really was 2 for chirping. But you know what? And this is not to condone anything. No player should be trying to get suspended. I know you weren't trying to, but in some ways, when you're in the length of a season, if you can get a couple of rest days to mend the body a little bit, that's not the worst thing in the world, is it?
No, it's not. It's not. I had 2 last week, so I really don't need these 2. But, I'm still, fighting through some stuff. So it's not so bad. Hopefully the boys can get 2 wins and we can get 2 big points in Saturday night in Indy.
I'm trying to think how many games have you played in a season? Last year, I don't think you played a full 60, 70 between Ukraine and Germany.
No, I probably played, maybe. I actually don't know how many I played in Ukraine. I played 5 in Champions League, and then I think maybe 10 in the Ukrainian League, somewhere around there.
And then you were in the Dell.
30, 35, 40 maybe in the Dell.
Okay.
If that.
I'm just trying to think in the last few years, and obviously the pandemic helps no one. Trying to think, you're probably at what, 30 games maybe this year, plus 10 in the A?
Yeah.
Probably around 40, right? Yeah. So if let's just say you get close to 70 total, I mean, when would the last time that you would have played that much? It wouldn't have been junior in Flint, would it?
OA year. And probably my OA year.
Wow.
Yeah. Or, my OA year, because the year I played in Norfolk, I think I played up until All-Star break, and then I was pretty much up for a while.
Yeah.
And I didn't play much, so that kind of killed that year. So, probably junior, man.
What is that experience? Because I know you were in Tucson, what was it, parts of 4 or 5 seasons, I think it was?
Yeah.
You were getting a lot of call-ups, but obviously then comes the challenge of being there and not always being in the lineup.
Yeah. It was tough. Just trying to find your way, and just trying to be consistent. That's one of the things that I've struggled with over my career. It's just being consistent night in and night out. And it's a lot, easier to kind of do in the coast, and you can kind of get away with some stuff. But when you're that guy in the coast too, you can get away with some stuff. But when you go up and that you're fighting for that sixth spot, and trying to get that last spot in the lineup every night, you're not getting away with anything. And you're you got to be 100% consistent. There's no 98, no 99, no 50, 60. You got to be 100%, 110, honestly, when you're, that fighting for that sixth spot, because every guy's going to come at 100, so you got to bring something better to the table to earn that last spot.
Yeah, I think one thing that kind of, I don't know, I think what hurts players a lot when they move up, and I'm not saying this is you, by the way, I'm just bringing this up, and you tell me if you agree or disagree, is that, you can, offense for me is a little easier to compare. You can take a guy who's a point-per-game player dominating the ECHL, get him called up, but now he goes from top-line minutes and playing on the power play to being on the PK maybe, or being on the fourth line, or being an extra forward, and he's only got 5 or 6 minutes to show himself off.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of a challenge? I almost think getting a call-up, obviously everybody's looking for it. I know you looked for that when you got it earlier this year, but it also kind of has to be the right spot, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're always looking for the right fit. And that's another thing that I've kind of been faced with, to being, my whole life I've been an offensive defenseman, and, now that I want to try to play in, the American League, or, try to make it to the NHL, my role is going to be a shutdown, stay-at-home kind of defenseman with, a skill offensive upside. So it's tough, just going from night to night in the ECHL, just having the puck on your stick every night, controlling the game, running a power play, being a quarterback, to going, playing 4 or 5 shifts a period, maybe if that, and, you're touching the puck once or twice a period, maybe sometimes, unless, you're breaking the puck out. And it's just, you have to be ready when those 1 or 2 times comes. Otherwise, you're looking at getting yourself, back up in the stands the next night. So it's challenging, and I'm, the type of player that I put a lot of pressure on myself, I think, over my career. My pro career, I think I put too much pressure on myself. And, I've been gripping my stick a little tight, when I've kind of had my opportunities. So it's just all about trying to find that balance, and trying to find yourself, so you can play your role no matter what it is in both leagues, whether you're up or down. Just trying to find that consistency to be a consistent player, and, just let the game come to you.
I feel like mental reloading has to be one of those more tricky moments, because if you get a puck in our league back in our zone, I feel like you have all the time in the world. And maybe that's because you create the space yourself, but you're just, I remember when we were calling games before your first call up, and I was like, he looks too good for this league. He just is, and I don't mean that in a cocky way. He just is thinking at a faster rate. You are thinking at a faster rate than the other team can anticipate. But then is there that tendency, like you talk about, if you're going to go up, you think you need to be a bit more shut down with maybe a touch of offense, whereas here it's flat out, you're an offensive defenseman. You get a puck in this league, back in the D zone, you have a few seconds to walk it up. You can sauce it if you want. You can take it in yourself sometimes. But in the A, do you feel do you ever get a puck, when you were with San Jose or Tucson, do you ever get a puck back in your own end and you're like, I kind of want to skate with this right now, but in the back of my head, I also feel like the coach doesn't want me to do that. He wants me to quick take one step and then hit it to somebody.
No, I've never felt like that. Just personally, because, reading the game and breaking pucks out is one of my specialties. Just even when I was in San Jose, that was kind of one of the things that, they really loved me for, was just my ability to make plays on the breakout. But there's times where I do get myself in trouble because I'm so used to, kind of being, a little bit, thinking the game a little bit faster. So I get caught up in the situation where I'm kind of lackadaisical. And, that's kind of been my whole life. It's kind of built, a bad habit throughout my life. Just nonchalant, kind of lackadaisical. laid back, and just kind of like to play the game at my own pace. But it's hard when you get in the American League, and you got to play at that pace, and they want you to play fast, and they want you to ramp it up. They want pucks move quicker, and all these things. The painter's been preaching to me about, and working with me on. It just gets challenging. But as far as like going back for pucks and things like that, skating the puck, that's kind of just who I am, and kind of what's in my game. And one of my strong suits, so I kind of stick with that and try to make as many plays like that as I can when I have the time to kind of showcase my talent.
I know we'll talk a lot about a lot of different things. One of those, kind of going backwards a little bit here. Yeah, man, have some water. Take care of yourself. This is meant to be chill. This is meant to be a relaxing time. I want to make you nervous.
Give me a Jack and Coke then, man.
I wish. Actually, one of our boys, Griff, Lincoln Griffin, said, and I'll put it on record so that way fans know, said that he would do this podcast because they would like to see hhim too, but he said he needs a couple of Bud Lights.
Yeah, for sure.
He said he can't do it.
No, some guys are like that. You're better. It's a better vibe. It's more chill.
You are.
If you just got a nice Bud Latte sitting here or a nice little drink.
But you have a sober personality too.
Yeah.
I can tell that you can still roll.
Yeah, I'm big on water. I don't drink much pop or juice. A little bit of Gatorade. Water's pretty much the only thing I drink, man.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Well, we have waters for you. We have label-less waters. Just so people know, these are 3 different waters. If we mix them up, I have no idea whose is whose, but these are 3 different water bottles that
Come on, man. I know my water. They're all 3 different bottles, man. Come on. I know my water, bro.
I mean, I know now because we looked 2 minutes ago. But
I know my water.
That's a good, you know what? That's actually a decent social media idea, is if he says he knows his water, we should bring, like, nothing obvious. Like, you can't bring in, like, a Voss,
Oh, no, nothing
or a
like
Fiji.
that. Yeah, if you get me, like...
Aquafina,
that's even a bad one because they got those ridges at the bottom, man.
Oh, that is true. They're kind of a skinny bottle.
Yeah, with those like 4, it's like the 4 like corners at the bottom to like kind of like this, but they're like skinnier.
Yeah,
and they're closer.
The other thing is, okay, how about this? Could you know your water without a cap? Because the Aquafina would be a giveaway because it's blue. Aquafina's always blue. Dasani's always green. You still think you could without?
Yeah. For sure.
Don't mention Dasani, man. Dasani ain't worth it.
Dasani is actually can we get in trouble for that? I don't even know if we sell Dasani. Anyway, it's sort of a weird water. I watched a video about this during the pandemic because I had nothing to do but stay on my mom's couch for 9 months.
I think I've seen this, man.
What's that?
I think I've seen this one.
Where you open it and you hear the like a soda bottle.
Yeah.
So there's salt in Dasani, and when
the third highest ingredient in it is salt. It's ridiculous.
Right? This is pretty crazy. Like, you need water for hydration, and like if I'm calling a game, like I can't have the salt water hitting me.
I guess their thought process is, hey, we'll put some of it in there, and then they keep coming back for more of it.
Maybe people just let
taste like trash.
That salt kick.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. You give me a Dasani, man, I won't drink it.
There's a reason that was all left at stores, left on the shelves during the pandemic when it started. I think people would just post pictures where stores would be out of water, and there would just be like 40 packs of Dasani sitting there. Like, even during a pandemic, we're staying away from that. No, Dasani's terrible.
What would be a go-to water? Is there a taste difference?
For me, man, it's Kroger.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't know. I just shop at Kroger a lot.
Well, same here.
So Kroger, Walmart's a good water. I mean, Meyer's good too, but I don't know if I've seen a Meyer here yet. I know there is one. I just haven't been in one.
What is that?
Meyer spring water.
Let's go.
That's the move. I'm a spring water guy too. Instead of purified, I don't know what it is, but just spring water is way better to me. Like Ice Mountain.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Sometimes the Kroger. What do I got here? I think I got the Kroger purified here, man. But no, not Dasani or Aquafina. I'm not big on those.
Hey, what are we doing with this like water scare right now?
I don't know.
It's a podcast. I can talk about it. Some train hit the Ohio River.
I don't know. It's actually funny, my boy Alan texting in the group chat goes, all the water's going to be shut off.
Yeah. Like,
the boys are like, what? No water? No shower? I was actually in panic mode for a second because I don't watch the news or anything, man. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. My mom actually texted me about the train when we were coming back from Kalamazoo, I think it was.
Yeah.
She texted me, and I was like, I don't know, Mom. Like, I don't know where that is. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. It's probably not anywhere near us. And now we're like in this thing. We're like, hey, we're
Apparently.
within 200-mile radius. And then that one's like, hey, man, like the water's shut off. So I was like, what? The water's getting shut off? Like, what am I gonna do, bro? And then
Do you use a Keurig at all? Do you use anything for caffeine? Nothing.
No,
Okay.
I just drink straight bottled water, man.
But I'm talking. Sorry, I mean like coffee. Do you have a coffee?
Oh
maker?
no.
Not a coffee hot tea guy.
No,
or anything?
I don't. Nah,
All right, man. You're just straight energy, no caffeine needed.
no.
Okay. Because the reason I bring it up is because we have a Keurig at home, and I'm like, do we? My girlfriend actually told me, she's like, hey, you're done using sink water for like a month at least. We're just going to use the bottles that we had bought before this all happened. I was like, all right, whatever, you know. But okay, so actually, this is kind of an appropriate comment to make. Maybe I don't know if it makes me or not, but like. You played in Flint. That was like a huge thing. However many years ago, the Flint, Michigan water crisis. Were you there when that was going on?
Yeah. I came in. What was that? Was that in the summer? I came in the next year after that, or would have been the next season. Next season after that happened. Yeah, I came in. But I mean, for the most part, it was fine. I don't know. I kind of been joking with the boys, saying, "Hey, like." I was in Flint, man. Like, I played in Flint. Like, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine here. Like, if that didn't kill me, like, this won't. But, yeah, no, for the most part, like, I remember, like, they were doing, like, the water drives, and everyone was, like, donating cases of water and stuff like that. But in certain areas, like, it was fine. Like, my billet house was fine. I think they actually had to, like, go in and check the water at the billet houses before.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The season or something like that. But, yeah, I was there.
It was
all
pretty,
of our water was, like, fine.
So your water was fine, but, like, my understanding is it was pretty, like, the city was pretty concerned, right?
Yeah,
Like, there was some real worries about it.
Oh, yeah. No, like, you'd drive by, like, churches and stuff, and there would be, like, mountains of, like, water and stuff that people were, like, donating to give out or people to like come and grab and stuff like that.
It's crazy. But you know, it's one of those things too where like, I mean, it's probably an apples to oranges comparison. And I hate to do this because like I'm going to eat lunch after this. You're probably going to eat lunch after this. I'm not trying to gross anybody out that's listening to this and eating lunch. But like, you sit there and you're like, what if there's something in the water? Like if you go out and eat, how do you know there's not like bacteria in that? Or like if you don't see the guy making your food or the girl making your food,
you have no idea, man.
You have no idea, right?
No idea. That's why I just rather not think about it sometimes, man. I'm just like, hey.
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to ruin your appetite.
No, not at all. But it's just like, hey, if it kills me, it kills me, Like,
if it kills me, it kills me.
It kills me, it kills me. I've done worse stuff,
Yeah.
This kid, 3 seconds,
yeah.
food falls on the floor. 3-second rule, man. Pick it up and eat it. Like,
yeah, but nobody wants to die that way, man. Imagine you're a pro athlete, American Hockey League experience, been on an NHL deal, dies because of an infected Big Mac. Like, it just doesn't fit.
At least I went out with a bang, man.
Yeah,
like,
you did.
Big Macs are amazing, bro. If I go out on a Big Mac, hey, it's probably like, I don't know, man. I lived off Big Macs last year.
Is that a go-to fast food? Do you have any go-to fast foods?
Chick-fil-A is probably my go-to, but in Germany there wasn't much. Ukraine there was absolutely nothing. So McDonald's was absolutely probably the best fast. Like McDonald's was comparable to Chick-fil-A in Ukraine.
So okay, yeah. When you say they have absolutely nothing, like. So are you saying they have McDonald's, but there's not a lot of other fast food chains?
Yeah. So they would have like, I'm trying to think, McDonald's, Subway, Domino's. I mean, that's more like a pizza place. I don't really remember what else they had, man. I just know if I had fast food, I was going to McDonald's. Like there's nothing to think about. Like KFC, I think, but I'm not like a big chicken guy, or fast food chicken, I should say. Mama's homemade chicken though.
I don't know.
Yeah, man. But McDonald's was like top tier, bro. Like you go in there, the service is like Chick-fil-A. Like your food's looks like it does on the commercials, man. Like it's actually great. Fries are hot every time.
I thought I heard something, and I don't know if it's everywhere or not, but that like McDonald's and like Burger King's, like the international ones, like the menu is not the same. Is that true? Are there different menu items there that you can't get here? I swear I heard this somewhere.
Yeah, no, that I've heard that, but I mean, like Oh yeah. Like
That's what I'm saying.
they had shrimp, bro. Like that.
At McDonald's?
That actually like took me for a turn. Like we went to McDonald's one day as a team, and like guys are coming out with like shrimp and chicken wings. I'm like, bro, we're at McDonald's with like cheese sauce. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
I think there was like a Long John's in the back. Like Teddy was running.
McDonald's is selling shrimp, and you guys are eating it. Like that would not go over well in Michigan
Are we talking like
or in the
fried
United
shrimp?
States.
Or are we talking like?
I don't know. I'm allergic, man, so like I
Okay.
gotta stay away from
Fair
it.
enough.
But
No, my
I mean,
girlfriend.
I'm pretty sure it'd be fried. I don't know.
I would think that if it's coming from McDonald's,
Yeah.
I just can't imagine like a nice shrimp with a sushi roll like next to it. You know?
It's actually crazy, man. But yeah, guys are like, I'm like ordering like a Big Mac and nuggets. You know, that's what
Yeah.
I go to. You know, Big Mac meal, 10-piece nug.
Yeah, it's a good combo.
You know, and guys are coming out with like chicken wings and shrimp. I'm like, dude, like we're at McDonald's, bro. Not.
I don't know my favorite fast food. Well, I can tell you actually it was Taco Bell for the longest time. I hate eating fast food now. I don't know if it's because I'm older, it's because I'm in terrible shape. Like I just feel like I cannot eat it as much.
What about Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is good. Chick-fil-A is kind of that in between fast food, right?
Nah, Chick-fil-A is fast food, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
Classy fast, like
Yeah,
classy fast food. Food.
That
It's-
chicken sandwich feels to me the closest to a homemade chicken sandwich you can get.
That's a fact. I agree.
I got you.
I agree, man. I love it. I eat Chick-fil-A. When I was in Arizona, I eat Chick-fil-A like 3 or 4 times.
Braden is licking his
week.
lips over there.
Chick-fil-A is good, man. He talked about the food looking like it does on the menu. Chick-fil-A is the only place around here that I feel like that's just consistently the case.
You
Don't
know,
get me started. I'll be at Chick-fil-A for lunch.
Oh,
I'm
we could-
actually going to Chick-fil-A for lunch, man.
buddy, we used to have a sponsorship here. We could have got you free chicken sandwiches.
Don't tell me that, man.
Yeah, I'm
don't
sorry.
tell me that. I'll start chirping you.
I'm sorry.
Don't tell
Well,
me that.
come on, man. We got on the
Don't tell
friendship
me that,
level
man.
here. Don't ruin this.
Don't tell me that.
You know?
Man. Don't tell me that.
Okay, how about this? So you're talking chicken nuggets from McDonald's. We're talking Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. I personally, I do love Chick-fil-A. I do think the Popeyes chicken sandwich is better. I love a really crispy piece of chicken. But every place's barbecue sauce is different. I don't like that. Like, Wendy's barbecue sauce is terrible. So like if I ever get chicken nuggets from Wendy's, like I really, really don't want to use their barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like a sweet almost.
I hate sweet barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's kind of like a little sweet.
Jay, you may know I'm a little bit of a picky eater.
Yeah.
I feel like
I've heard. Yeah.
You've heard. Yeah. So like that's like a good example for it is like I like barbecue sauce is the only sauce that I'll dip chicken and I'll dip French fries in, but I don't eat barbecue chicken. I just like to be able to control how
That's
much barbecue I
outrageous,
put.
bro. Here's the thing, though. I was just saying this in the locker room. I put barbecue sauce on everything.
Yeah.
Like Sweet Baby Ray's, though. Only Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah, but Sweet Baby Ray's has different flavors.
No, honey barbecue. Or regular.
Original.
Original or honey barbecue. That's it.
You ever do, think there's a fiery barbecue one?
No, I don't really like the hot barbecue.
Are you a spicy food guy in general? Like anything?
Not
Spice?
anymore.
Not
Like, I'll
anymore.
eat,
What
like,
happened?
Spicy. Like, I'll eat a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A or
Yeah.
something like that.
I will too. It's a good one.
I'll eat spicy wings sometimes, but it's not for the most part, man. Like I used to eat a bunch of I used to literally wake up, go to school, get to school at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. Before my first class, I've already had like 2 bags of hot Cheetos, man. So like I've just kind of like
I hate Cheetos.
I've kind of outgrew like the hot food. Like
Yeah.
just kind of ruins my stomach nowadays, man. Too
Yeah.
old. Getting old, man.
26 now.
Yeah, 26,
Right?
man. Getting old.
Dude, I turned 28 shortly after you. Trust me, I'm feeling it.
26. Twins that are
still-
5 years old, man. Like I'm getting old, man.
That is
I'm-
pretty crazy,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm a dad now, man. You
That
know
was
what I mean?
nuts. Yeah. When did you, so you have twins,
Yeah.
right? And you said twin, boy and girl though, right?
Yeah.
And we learned that in Atlanta, which we should talk about a little bit. Hold on. I want to talk about your kids, but first, your experience being a color commentator in the ECHL.
Oh, it's actually pretty fun, man. I liked it. It
was good.
I loved everything about it except for the view. The view is like kind of sketchy.
Okay, hold on. Now, when you say that, the view it is a good view of the ice. I think you just mean
Yeah, it's just too high up. I'm afraid of heights. So like I'm like trying to look over, but at the same time I'm like shaking and I'm like about to puke. I'm like
Yeah. So I'll typically stand when I broadcast. I think I did in the third period with
Yeah.
you, but the second I sat down because I was like, I think this guy doesn't want to stand right now.
No, I wasn't.
Couple
comfortable.
feet higher,
Wasn't
wasn't it?
comfortable at all.
Yeah, it is a little different there in Atlanta. It's a great view, but it's weird because it's in the catwalk.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah, I
on the
didn't-
catwalk.
I was afraid. You
Yeah.
should have seen me on the catwalk, man. I was literally like shaking.
Just holding the guardrails and stuff.
No, I was standing away from the guardrail. I'm like, dude, if I trip, I could fall over this thing.
Dude, when the one that I've done that's the craziest is when I was in the SPHL, Roanoke, Virginia, Berglund Center. And actually, the current voice of the Rapid City Rush, I don't think Brian Gardner, he wasn't there when it was Mark Benetti when
Mark
you were
Benetti.
there. And Mark's a great guy, by the way.
Shout out to Mark, great guy.
Yeah, seriously. I hope he finds his way back in hockey. I know he was in the A last year in tough situation in Stockton. But Brian, who's with the Rush now, was with me when we were in the SPHL, and the Berglund Center is a catwalk. And when I say that, I mean there is no elevator. You go up a staircase probably as narrow as this couch.
Yeah.
And you crawl up there, and then you crawl another set, and then you're out. And the catwalk is so overhead the rink that, like, you have to, like, if you're trying to see the near side, you got to go like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've been on the catwalk at Joe Louis before. I don't know if you've ever been at Joe Louis. But
I haven't. I mean, that's the iconic building. I wish I had the chance to.
Yeah, I've been, because when we used to practice there, my brother played there, and the boys, all his teammates made me walk out on the catwalk with him.
That is a little scary. Like,
It
that
was
one
scary,
messes me up a little bit.
And I was
You know?
literally like looking, like as I'm walking over the rink, I'm like, dude, I gotta go back.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
I was like freaking out. I was like, this is crazy.
Are heights like your biggest fear, you think?
For sure, probably.
Okay. What about like an animal? Are you afraid of any animals? My dad's like terrified of snakes. Like if you saw a snake out,
I don't know, man.
you were in the desert.
I'm not really terrified. I'm just like, it kind of gives me the creeps. I'm not like an animal guy or anything.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I'm a weird guy, man. Like, I didn't play with toys when I was a kid. Like, I'm weird, man. Like,
Damn.
yeah, bro, you gotta.
Hold on. We'll put the conversation about your kids on pause. What do you, like, you didn't play, what did you do? Just play hockey?
No, I just broke, literally just destructive, man. I'd break things.
All right.
I'd break, like, my oldest brother's, like, G.I. Joes.
That's
I'd
messed
bite
up.
CDs and, like.
Bite CDs.
Yeah, but dude, that was crazy.
You're ruthless,
You
man.
remember JJ the Jet Plane, the
I do,
airplane
yeah.
show?
Yeah, I do.
So that's who I thought I was when I was younger.
JJ
so like
the
we
Jet
had
Plane.
pretty nice flight back on the back stairs going to the basement, and I go, JJ the Jet Plane, and I literally dive down the stairs. Dude, I was a messed up kid, man.
What?
Probably like had like 2 concussions when I was younger. I was messed up, man.
Did you like ride a like? I remember like you'd go down the stairs on like.
No. I go straight jump, bro. Straight jump.
Have anything to pad your landing?
No.
Talking
I asked my
wooden
mom,
steps?
man. I was pretty messed up. Yeah, wooden steps.
Oh my god! No carpet on the wood steps.
Carpet on the like going upstairs, but to the basement, no.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was crazy.
So you did that till you were 16, and then what?
No, I did that probably from I don't know, man. Probably like 4 or 5, I guess. So probably about 7,
Yeah.
at least. I don't know.
Yeah. Good athletic ability to be able to do that.
Yeah.
No conkies. No leg.
I was hurting myself. I was
Okay.
definitely hurting myself.
No broken femurs or anything. Trying to get that vertical leap.
No, nothing. Like I wouldn't go like the full flight.
Oh, okay.
But I would jump as far as I could and pretty much hurt myself.
Damn.
And I would hit my head or something and do it like my mom would tell you. I'll do it over and over and over again.
That's crazy.
Just never learned.
I'm trying to think of. I mean, I played with action figures when I was a kid. Sometimes you broke them if you were too aggressive with them, but like I wouldn't go out of my way.
I'd
like,
break them on purpose, man.
It's messed up, man. Older brother?
Yeah, 2 of them.
He can't be happy with you with that.
No, they weren't happy.
What are they doing for life?
My one brother, we just seen him actually in Savannah. Honestly, don't know what he does, man. He's been all over the place. He used to work with the Army. I can't even think of the name of it, like physical therapy for like vets that would come back from the Army and stuff like that.
Wow, that's awesome.
And now he's doing something else, man. I don't even know, man. He's got his own, his whole family.
Yeah.
He's got, 3 kids. His wife there, they built their house and, they're just loving Savannah.
Yeah.
And
Good for
my
them.
other brother lives in Texas. He's like a big, I don't know, man. He does a bunch of stuff. He worked in the oil field a little bit. He was working with cars, so he was doing the car thing for a little bit. Now I think he's working for a bank, doing like telephone banking, just at home. He lives there in San Antonio with his girlfriend.
That's cool.
And then I have an older sister who lives at home with my parents.
Nice.
And she just does like the same thing, like at home telephone job.
You guys are all over the map right now.
Yeah.
Your kids, so your kids, boy and a girl.
Yep.
5?
Yep.
They in Detroit?
Yep.
Okay. How hard is it? So we talk about getting call-ups. Like, what about San Jose? I mean, when you went there for, what, a month? Like, do you see them at all? I mean, how often do you get a chance to see them?
No, I didn't. This year it actually hasn't gone as planned. I've seen them a few times. Like, they came to Toledo pretty much every time, I think, except for once. You know, and just both my parents working now, it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
You know, so the Kalamazoo games are hard. But, I mean, I think I've seen them, I want to say 5 or 6 times this year. They came to Indy in preseason.
That's cool.
But, yeah, no, I mean, San Jose, I didn't get to see him. Talked to him for a little bit. It actually wasn't that bad. I mean, last year was the toughest. Just the time change and being so far away from home.
Yeah.
Only getting, well, we got a longer break in February, but that was my only break. I had one break in February. I actually had to fly home in December, I want to say. Had some stuff going on, so I got to fly home for a couple of days and see them. I was in and out. And then I got to spend I think it was like a 9 or 10 day break because of COVID in February for the Olympic break. And that was it, man. So that was like kind of tough. And just like the whole time changed 6 and 7 hours. It was just kind of hard to, like, you know, with them being up and waking up and, you know, me going to sleep and everything. I have to stay up late to kind of try to talk to them throughout the day and things like that. So it's kind of challenging, but, you know, it worked out. So
I think it's pretty good timing, too, to bring this up. Like, fans have seen, and this is me getting a little behind the curtain, but it's just being honest. You know, fans have seen what Matt McLeod, Phil Laganov, they both go to Europe. You've been to Europe. A lot of times what I think guys do in this league is they try to put up numbers, and then if they can make more money overseas if they're not going to get a shot in the A, or, you know, they see that writing on the wall. Like, do you think, and I obviously know, and I think a lot of the hockey world especially knows about what went wrong for you early, primarily in Ukraine. But, like, do you ever see yourself, especially when you talk about not being able to see them, different time zones, whatever, like, could you see yourself going back to Europe ever?
yeah, for sure. I mean, I wanted to come back this year and kind of be closer, just because the whole Ukraine thing was a lot for me.
Yeah.
And just being so far away and just kind of being out of touch with my family. I wanted to come back and be closer and give my parents a chance to kind of see me play again, you know, and just my family and friends too. And, you know, because that was a big thing for me in junior. That was probably the main reason why I went to Flint. And one of the other reasons, or the other reason, was the head coach of Newfoundland, Eric Wellwood.
Yeah.
He was my D coach in Oshawa, and when I found out that he was going to Flint too, I was like, yeah, I got to go with him. Like, I loved him. He was a great coach.
Former Philadelphia Flyer.
Yeah.
I was at a game where he scored his first NHL goal. It was so cool. So
Oh,
when
yeah.
I met him earlier this year, I was like, this is awesome. Like,
Oh, yeah, he's a great guy.
Kind of geeked out, but yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He still got it too. Like, we used to play 3-on-3 all the time,
Yeah.
and he would absolutely tear us apart. But that's another story. But yeah, so like it was just like that was a great feeling for me, just being close to home in Flint and just being able to, you know, drive 45 minutes to a, you know, or an hour just to go home and see your fam, or go to your you know, go to the parents' house and just hang out for a bit and have that feeling. So just coming back and kind of getting my feet under me again and kind of seeing, you know, what I could do here in the States again after, you know, just trying to go over there and explore my offensive game again.
Yeah.
You know, and I was, you know, just going over there trying to find my game and just try to regain confidence in myself kind of was a thing. Just being in the American League and kind of being stuck in that same role where you're fighting for that 6th spot every night and being a healthy scratch just was tough on me. And I just wanted to kind of challenge myself and get out of my comfort zone and get away from the ECHL. You know, and nothing against the ECHL. It's just, you know, it's just, you know, I wanted to challenge myself a little bit more and, like I said, get out of my comfort zone. So I definitely could see myself playing over there in the future. I actually would love to, you know, take my kids over there and, you know,
Yeah.
live that life for 10 to 20 years. I mean, you can play forever over there if you find a good spot, man.
Or you say that just because of like the schedule? Is it like easier, or what makes you play 10 to 20 years more? You think
the scheduling, by far the scheduling. Like last year we only played back-to-back games twice. It was because of COVID, but you don't ever in that league you don't ever play back-to-back games.
Wow.
So basically you play every Friday, Sunday, and then the odd like weekday.
Wow.
So dude, it's unreal, man.
Yeah, that is really nice.
And we're kind of like in the middle. Just like Cincy, kind of in the middle of everything. So we would only stay in hotels for, I think, 2 teams. Every other night, you know, you're driving up 3.5 hours, 4 hours, and back home after the game, and you know you're sleeping in your own bed. And
that's
then you
nice.
got the next day off to kind of relax, or the next day, you know, you got an optional, and you're back on the sheet Sunday. So it was great, man.
I've had guys say they love hotel beds, and like so much so to the point where they love being on the road.
Yeah.
For me, no, right?
No.
I'll be honest. I'm looking at this March schedule, and it'll be cool to like go visit these places. Like, yeah, I've never been to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've never been to Salt Lake City, Utah, or Utah in general. But like, I don't know, man. Like, there's nothing like laying in your own bed at night.
No, man, I've done enough of it too.
Yeah.
Like I said, just from the call ups and everything, I'm just kind of over that hotel life, man. Like, I'll be honest with you, I was kind of getting sick of it in San Jose just the month that I was there. It's like,
Yeah, because you're living in the hotel, right?
yeah, you get in that hotel, you're just like, man, here we go again. It's like nonstop DoorDash,
Yeah.
you know, and you're in Cali, man. Like $10 Chipotle meals, $30 now because of the taxes in California. It was crazy, man. But yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that hotel. You know, I'm big on like my pillows, my comfort.
Yep.
You know, hotels are just too iffy, man. You get there, you got hard pillows or they're too soft.
Yep.
The
bed sometimes is hit or miss.
Yeah, the beds are iffy for sure. You know, I even the like sheets and blankets, you don't got the right detergent, and you get in the sheets and they're itching your skin or whatever the case may be, man. And you're at home. I got my Tempur-Pedic pillow.
Yep.
I got my soft pillows. However I'm feeling that night, you know, I kind of pick and choose. I got about 4 or 5 pillows on my bed, but it's just way better being at home, man. And I'm a gamer too, so I like to come home after roadies and game for a little bit, and shut it down.
What are you playing?
Right now I'm just on Call of Duty and 2K face NBA 2K.
All right. You Xbox, PlayStation?
PlayStation 5.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, maybe I've been thinking about creating a Cyclones Eashel team, recruiting a couple of guys.
Yeah, I told you, man. I can't play Eastern anymore, man. It's too easy. It got too easy for me.
It wouldn't be too easy if you played on a legit competitive team. It would not be too easy for you.
Me and my boy are like top of the league, man.
I'm telling you.
At one point I was like top. What was that? Top 150 in the world on Versus.
We need to get but this is Eashel.
I know Eashel, but I'm saying if you can do that on Versus, top 150 in the world.
It is impressive. It's very impressive.
My East Show team was pretty good too.
Yeah.
We just never we never played in like the playoffs or anything, but our record was outstanding.
I had a rough night last night. Last 2 nights actually haven't been great. So I've been staying up late for nothing. You know, that's what I say. Staying up late for nothing, get losses, and then get bad sleep, have to come in and work a game. But I don't know, Bray Crowder said that he is very good. I believe him. When Brandon Yeamans was still on the team, he and I at one point were on in LG, which is like a very competitive Eashel for like Xbox. I don't know if there's a PlayStation version or not. I never had PlayStation outside of PS2. But yeah, man, you get 5 or 6 guys here, put Sinky in goal, you know, and just hope for the best.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the player goalie, man. I don't like it.
Is it also too much? Like if you play too much hockey because you already play hockey like in real life?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
I actually used to like. I think it was my overage year in Flint. This is when I was like top 150 in the world, man, and I was like playing like, I don't know, 20 versus games a day, like 15, 20 games a day.
That's commitment on top of being
like,
a junior hockey player.
Or just 15 to 20 E-show games.
Yeah.
Me and my boy would just buzz all day.
Do you have the headset on during Call of Duty?
Oh yeah.
Just trashing people online.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's something about that gaming community. It's so vile but so fun.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool now. I don't do it much because me and my boys are usually probably in a party.
Yep.
But they have the thing now on Call of Duty where if you're like going to like a building, you know, you can like hear the people that you're playing against.
Yeah.
So like you can kind of chirp like, hey, come outside. Like,
Yeah.
I'm over here, bud. Come get me. Or like, I'm not coming down. You got to come up here and get me. So it's actually pretty fun. But yeah, no, I love chirping. Like even like sometimes I will literally just go in the game chat just to chirp. Especially on 2K. Like if I'm in the party with my boys on 2K, it'll show you like people who are talking in the game.
Yeah.
I'll switch out of the party from my friends and go just like chirp. And just go crazy for no reason.
Just one of those guys that chose violence that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stems back to breaking G.I. Joes as a kid. Yeah, I think
it's just what I am, man.
It's
who I am,
who
man.
you are.
Yeah, that's hey, made me the person that I am today.
Would you say you're evil?
No, I'm actually sweet. I'm like a Sour Patch kid.
Sour than sweet?
Yeah.
Nice. I feel like people have described themselves as that.
Yeah, you got to really get to know me, though. Like, you got to break me before I become sweet.
I see parts of your tendencies, even in this conversation, where I'm like, there's a good guy behind this action figure breaking POS.
Yeah, yeah. But then I can't let you get in too close,
No.
you know what I mean?
I get it.
So I got to chirp you.
The radio guys are just victims of it by association, I feel.
Yeah, it comes with it. Players, too. Like,
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some guys, too.
What about Benner? Talked about Benetti a little bit. We'll give him a little bit more love. He ever get it, or is he just too good of a guy? I know he's a big church dude and all that. Like,
I can't really say much about Benner, man. What that year?
I mean, you would have been around.
No, I think I was there I played 12 games in Rapid, bro. I didn't play much
okay.
there.
All right.
From my time being there, though, he was a great guy. I didn't chirp him much because I didn't really get to build that relationship,
Yeah.
man. I didn't have that lot of time with him. I mean, I was there for training camp. Went on the road to Al in my first game, and I think that game, the next game, I got called up after that, and I was gone for a while.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Trying to think of how long it took us for you to start giving it to me. I think the shoes.
Not long, man. Beginning of the year. I mean, we talked in the summer a couple times.
Yeah, I was like, this guy's a great guy. I can tell he's going to be my best friend.
Yeah, got here and probably say no later than November.
No later, yeah. And I haven't really done much to help my case. Obviously, look, I'll call it for what it is. You know, the shoes are the shoes.
You came in with the Abercrombie t-shirt. That set me
American
off.
Eagle.
American Eagle.
Mustard yellow.
That set me off. I haven't seen one of those since middle school. Sorry, though.
It was Hollister in middle school for us. Then American Eagle was high school. Everybody was wearing it, you know. I obviously disappointed a lot of the guys on a recent road trip. By the way, this podcast is airing February 28th. So we're recording this a week in advance. And we are getting to the near end of this conversation. I don't know, are we?
No, man, we got all day.
Buddy, I've been running it.
Let's DoorDash some food, man, and hang out for a bit.
This actually would be pretty sick if we would do that. I want this to. I don't know if you're a podcast guy or not. I want this to be like the Joe Rogan experience eventually. Where
no, I'm not a podcast guy.
All right. Well, you know, but I'll
explain it to me though.
Yeah. So like you got this nice like setting backdrop. You know, I love this. It's pretty cool. You know, I like the podcast mics. I'd like guys to be willing to wear the headsets more, but you guys don't want to. It is what it is. And then I would want a TV on either that wall or that wall. Probably this one because it's a better view for the guest. And like if we're talking about something, I could be like, Braden, bring it up. And then you'd be able to YouTube it and it would be on that TV.
Yeah.
And we just look at something.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
So you probably don't know this podcast, but I do watch 85 South Show.
I do not know that one, no.
All right. Yeah, but
it's okay. You can use it.
They do that on there.
See, it's
they
nice.
Play the clips in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like right there, I had to look at my phone. I don't want to have to do that.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, for sure.
That's wrong. It's unprofessional. Speaking of unprofessional, apparently.
It's first year, man.
Second year.
Second year? My bad, bro.
Disrespect.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying this is first year for the podcast, right? Did you do this last year?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. I mean, it's still first calendar year, yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
So, I mean.
We're working on, man.
Yeah, it comes.
We get more
You'll learn.
entertainment from guys like yourself, and that makes our job easier.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, once you get the beers up here, I'm sure you'll get more guys, too.
Yeah. You know, I actually would love to see if I could turn that into like a two-piecer, get a couple of guys on at the same time. I think that's when it's its
That'd
best.
be cool, too.
Right? Because guys can just feed off each other more.
Yeah, you can switch it up, too.
Yeah.
Some guys like the solo scene, man.
Yeah.
I like both. Because then I could chirp whoever's here.
That's true. Yeah, that would make me feel better.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be like, all right, I'm not alone in this.
Take some off of you.
You know? Yeah. Passy and I have been going at it a little bit more lately.
Yeah.
You know, he got me earlier. I had to get him back.
Did you get him back, though? I don't know if you got him
I
back.
thought it was all right. I thought it was all
I
right.
don't know, man. It took you a while to think about that one. You were thinking about that when the boys were going crazy, eh?
No, I couldn't get it out because they like yelling over
Everyone
everyone.
was going
Whoa! Like I'm never gonna. It doesn't even matter then. It just falls on deaf ears. You know, I haven't been pleading a good case. I have a couple guys here that I think they're cool with it. They see me for who I am, and then I got guys that are like on the bus. Why is Scary Movie playing right now so loud? I didn't make a lot of friends there this past weekend in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, I know.
Which will be 2 weekends ago for people listening, but
Yeah. No, you didn't.
You were not happy.
Buddy,
you wanted to give me a
I
knuckle
want to say
sandwich.
7 guys were complaining about that thing. I've been haunted from that TV show for the past 3 days. If you didn't hear me on the ice yesterday, I'm literally just on the ice going, yeah. It's literally because of that show. I woke up at 4:30 to that. I was like, what is going on this bus? It's crazy.
Scary Movie and then Ridiculousness on, and I
Outrageous, man.
I underestimated the volume.
Underestimated. Jeez, man. That thing went all the way to the back of the bus. Crazy.
That was I seriously I felt so bad because like as everybody's coming off the bus, usually you're just like, hey guys, good luck tonight. Little fist bump. Everyone's like, thanks Mosser, you suck.
Bro,
Die.
Bro, you woke at least 5 guys up with.
Yeah.
Some guys woke up to the what's up? Like, come on, man. How long do you guys were you guys not sleeping up there?
No.
You guys never sleep, eh?
Nah, not much.
That's why Nines hates it up there. Nines hates it up there.
Nines. Are we talking about Painter?
Yeah, Painter hates it up there.
Yeah. You know what? I think we try to make Nines, as you call it. We'll just call him JPZ.
Nines, man. You got to let the fans know.
We got to try. Yeah. So Jason Payne is 99. The great one. And he looked extra great in morning skate today. I saw him try for a one-handed tuck on Zinke. Just stretch, missed the net by like 3 feet.
Oh, he missed the net. I was going to say, he scored a one-handed tuck. Wow.
Yeah, no.
That's out of his toolbox.
Yeah, I was going to say. That was he's definitely been playing AHL.
Yeah.
You think he
2
has?
for Chirping. He
Yeah.
has to be, man. He thinks he's like a creative player out there. So.
Yeah, he does.
He thinks he's a sniper.
He's still buying custom sticks, to push pucks.
Hey.
I didn't say that.
He doesn't even push him. That's the worst part about it.
He's just trying to show you. He wants to like get in the drills too.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
he does. He loves getting a touch in the drill.
He does. Where are we with this? I'm lost.
Ask him about the picture. We put it up in the background. And we gotta...
Oh, Painter hates this photo. You see that?
Oh, my
That's
God.
Painter.
What is that? Is
That's Painter.
What's that one show? The PJs? That's what that looks like.
PJs.
You seen the PJs?
I don't think I have. I think of the movie The Conies.
I don't know what that is. I gotta show you this. The PJs, man. If you're at home, look this up.
Okay. If you're at home, look up The PJs.
I think that's what it's called. That's literally what that is, bro.
We didn't have that there for last podcast with him. We had it set up, and then he looked behind. He's like, "What is this?" And he was not laughing. We were laughing. He's like, "Get rid of this right
He
now."
wasn't.
I thought he would have enjoyed it.
What's this one?
Puck Shop Batman. We got Vive on the Beast roller coaster from Kings Island. I just randomly hung a Cyclones 5K, 10K medal there.
Yeah.
Some pucks, a little Zamboni book. What do we got here? Hockey sweaters.
Painter over there, eh?
Painter with the Skyline Chili bobblehead.
Look at the difference. Who made this? Someone draw this?
Yeah, somebody. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's a weird one. Some gloves, Gain Ratsky. The great one.
Glinsky? Wayne Glinsky?
Glutsky. Oh my gosh. All right. We have been going for a while, and what's crazy is I definitely feel like we could have done more. Jay, you have been great at we did the one pregame interview. It was like 13 minutes. I was like, dude, where have you been? Then you did color commentary, which was great. Then this, which has been awesome. I before we let you go though, I do want to end it on a cool note, and I know that you and I have talked about this, and I apologize because we have been taking a lot of time to try and get this off the ground. I know for a fact there have been meetings that will involve the Cincinnati Cyclones Foundation, and we want to infuse you in that in terms of getting out in the community. But before we go, last thing is you've done a lot of the groundwork yourself. Back home in Detroit, you were big on giving back with this sport, with your community. So can you just kind of touch on like some of the things that you've done, some of the things you're looking to do as you kind of grow? And I think you've matured from the guy breaking G.I. Joes to, trying to help out the future youth that play this game.
So this summer actually was the first year I've actually had kids on the ice. So I just took them out. We got some rental skates, got on the ice, kind of just taught them how to skate. And over the years I've been a part of Jason McCrimmon, who runs kind of the youth thing down for the Detroit Red Wings, and he has his own program, Detroit Ice Dreams. And then I was also a part of my good friend Rico Phillips, who won the Willie O'Ree Award. What was it, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
Who runs a great program down in Flint, giving the kids free hockey. And they both run great programs, and I've been fortunate enough to be a part of those. So just kind of learning from those two guys and those two mentors, I just kind of been trying to put things in my own hands. And like I said, I was fortunate enough this summer actually to get kids on the ice twice and teach them how to skate. And, man, it makes you want to go so far with it. I don't know, man. If I could have teams for every age group, I would, man. I don't know. Like, it's amazing. Kids are like, so I worked at the Dig. It's a summer camp. Kids age from, I think it's like 5 or 6 to basically like 9th grade.
Nice.
So I started working there in like 10th or 11th grade. My old baseball coach ran it. So now I just been kind of connecting with him. Before COVID, I went there and I actually taught floor hockey. We just kind of played with sticks and played some games and stuff like that. Kind of taught them things about that. So this year I was actually fortunate enough to have a completely different group of kids that I've never met. And I took them to Fraser Ice Rink back home for my Michigan folks. It's crazy. I drove some of the kids to the rink, and they're like, "Hey, man, like, where are we going?" I'm like, "Oh, we're going to, like, ice rink." He's like, we roller skate? And I'm like, no, like, we're ice skating today. Like, this is big boy stuff. So they're like, "So we're skating on ice? Like, can we fall through?" And, you get, like, those type of questions that are like, well, does the ice melt? And, and you get there, and they're like, wow, like, are these things sharp? Are we gonna hurt ourselves? Like, and they're like, "Oh, make sure like you don't step on me or anything like that." I'm like, "Don't worry about that. Like, everything will be okay. Like, we're just gonna learn how to skate, have some fun, enjoy the time." And some kids, it's summer, right? So some kids got on shorts. Some kids, didn't know to bring a jacket. Never been in an ice rink before, so they have no idea. So they walk in the rink. They're like, "Oh, yeah. No." They're like, "I don't want to skate. I don't want to skate." So I'm like, "Come on. Like, you'll be fine. Like, once you start skating around, you'll warm up. You'll be okay." So they get out there and, you get them out there for the first 5-10 minutes and they're like, "No, like, I don't want to do this. I want to take these off." I'm like, "All right, don't take them off. Just go sit down for a bit, take a break, come back out there, and I'll skate around with you." Dude, I did both sessions for, 45 minutes to an hour. I had some pro guys there. I had some of my buddies there from back home who just, local kids who play hockey, whatever the case may be. Just helping me out. And dude, by the end of the session, they're just asking nonstop, like, "When we coming back? When we coming back?" Like, that was the best thing I ever did. "When we coming back?" And I'm just like, I wish we could come back to tomorrow, but just me trying to raise money and kind of do everything on my own. It's been kind of tough. But at the end of the day, I think in the future, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, man, I just want to run a program like Jason McCrimmon and Rico Phillips, man, my two mentors, and, just give the kids free ice hockey, and bring that kind of perspective to Detroit, a community that, we don't really see that every day. We're not taught about it. There's actually no rinks in Detroit. We had one, they shut it down, the city took over and basically just let it go. So actually there is another one that my brothers grew up playing with. My dad taught it. And I actually kind of grew up in that rink too, but the city's kind of took it over now, and it's actually tough to get in there, which is kind of weird to me, but that's just all I want to do, man. I want to go into communities, to where hockey isn't exposed to these kids, and teach them something new, show them another skill just to use. You know, I'd always say, like, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, you know, a police officer, whatever case may be, this is a great tool just to use to get away from your job. It's a great hobby just to get away and have some fun with your friends and kind of forget about work. You know, and that's my main thing, you know, when I teach these kids this. Like, I'm not pushing you to play hockey. I'm not pushing you to be the best hockey player. You know, if you want to do that, I can, you know, teach you for sure. But, you know, if it's just something that you want to do and you want to go for a skate every week or every couple weeks, it's a great thing to do, to just kind of get out there and enjoy the ice, man. You know, I love it, and it's just a great sight. Like I said, many people don't do it where I come from, and they don't know much about it. And I mean, hockey games are awesome, bro. Like, anytime I tell someone, I'm like, man, hockey's probably like one of the most exciting sports to watch. I mean, yeah, you got basketball and football, where the football's kind of died down a little bit because they're, you know, taking away all the big crazy hits. But basketball, you got the dunking and everything. But hockey, man, like, all my friends and, you know, all the people that I know, they find it fun. Man, you mean you can you tell me you can just go out there and just scrap if you want to? And scrap's like fighting. It's kind of like our whole lingo. But yeah, man, it's crazy. They're like, they can't believe it. Like, you just fight. I was like, yeah, dude, like, you know, if someone makes you mad enough and you want to fight, they want to fight, you go at it, sit for 5 minutes, and, you know, you get back on the sheet. So, no, man, it's just great. You know, and even, you know, the other side, just feeding the less fortunate and getting out and talking, you know, to people who are less fortunate and, you know, don't have the things that we have is great. So, you know, I just want to connect those two. You know, if I could kind of teach these kids and kind of be a role model for them to, you know, teach them hockey and then bring them out in the community and give back and, you know, give back to the less fortunate and to people who aren't as fortunate as we are. You know, that's just my main goal at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, it takes a heart of gold to want to do that. And, I mean, even hearing you talk at length there, it's the passion. You can hear it and you can feel it. So I think that's an awesome thing. And as I told you, and I know it's taken a while, I promise you, there's work being done here. We want to get you out there. We want to have you be a part of our community and vice versa. Have you be in there, have us be a part of what you're doing. I think it's a great thing. And obviously it's a great sport for so many people. That is a good way to end what has been a very fun episode of Two for Chirping. This is a long one. Jay, I think there's got to be a part 2 down the road.
For sure.
So
whenever you're ready, man. Just don't wait 3 months, eh?
No comment. All right, that's it. Two for Chirping with Jalen Smereck.
Thank you.